here. Today I'm going to go through 6 SPAC stocks that you should have in your portfolio, and for various reasons. But let's start with number 1. Let's get right into it. CCH, Collier Creek Holdings, purchasing of UTZ Food. So this was announced in early June. The stock has shot up and it's been hovering very flat at the high $13 range, maybe about $14 since that announcement back in early June. The merger and acquisition isn't planned to happen until Q3, so actually any week now this could happen. And this is personally my favorite SPAC. The management team here is excellent. The CEO of Kraft Foods is part of Collier Creek Holdings. Also, some of the other management, it was also Conagra Foods, which if you didn't know, it's went on a tear of buying a lot of companies in the past couple of years, and that's part of the reason why they're going public, to get some additional funding. But the company is 100% COVID proof. There's lots of potential here for growth. Right now, if you're from the Mid-Atlantic or tri-state area, you know UTZ Foods and their products. If you go to Costco, you might know some of their products that they carry on in the Costco line, but that has been their biggest challenge, is really just getting that global, the national distribution chain out there. And it's actually a lot more difficult than you think. If you follow Frito-Lay, these guys drive up in trucks and they pull up to your 7-Eleven or any of your convenience stores and they drop off all their Frito-Lay stuff. So distribution's been the big thing, but after this IPO goes, it's going to be it's going to be the largest competitor to Frito-Lay, and actually, in my opinion, it might overtake it. I did a walkthrough of a grocery store in my area right here to kind of show you what UTZ Foods looks like. So let's take a look at it. We have a Frito-Lay here, and now we have all our UTZ. So cheese balls, all these potato chips, just a small part of the store. Pretzels, some more things, sliders, a lot of sliders. Another display of some UTZ chips. So let's see what we've got over here. Some salt and vinegar, barbecue, red hot, hell of a good time. And where's my favorite? I don't see my favorite here, but just some more UTZ. Little end cap over here of chips and things, and go over here. A lot more pretzels. I have here more veggie sticks, some cheddar fries, some UTZ chips, some cheese balls down there, along with some more veggie chips, some other types of chips, and more potato chips up there, and some cheese balls down there, and potato sticks, which I've never had, but some more UTZ sticks. So I do hope that you guys like that type of DD. So they have 360 products. And I think on that video we only saw probably 10 to 15, but the merger is going to happen anytime between now and September, and when that merger announcement does occur, the stock's going to pop. There's a lot of people holding on to this stock, and I think a lot of value investors are into this just because they know the potential and where it can go. And additionally, they're going to be giving, it's kind of a rare for a SPAC to do this, but they're going to be giving a 20-cent dividend when they merge with UTZ. So keep your eyes open. I'm personally heavily invested. It's my number 1 stock that I own. But for this video, the second stock that SPAC owners should own right now is OPES, just for the fact that it's a great product and it's a pure value right now. Stock's hanging on around, I think high 11s, 11.75 or around that area, coming down from $17, $18 after its announcement. But BurgerFi, people love this product. A lot of people have gone to the restaurants and say, hey, this is amazing, I love it. They have 125 locations domestically and internationally. 35 of those locations are airports, so if you travel, a good chance you could probably stop at one. And they have significant growth. They had a press release, and just based on the delivery sales, they're showing month after month delivery sales increasing. So that's really good news to hear that they're able to get through COVID this way. And I would never go against burgers. Americans love burgers. If a burger company can do it right, America will reward them. And I think it might be a household name in the future, just like Shake Shack and some of these other more petite type of burger places. I would never vote against it. And if you can get a good price on it, hold it. And the next one I have here on my list is number 3 is SHLL. And it's the best product in the industry, and that's why I have it here. In my opinion, I think it's better than Nikola, it's better than Tesla, and this product's even better than the current diesel trucks that are out there in the marketplace. I have a pretty detailed video on SHLL, so I'm not going to get into the details of this, but I just want to make a mention that Berkshire Hathaway last week made a huge investment, $9.6 billion with Warren Buffett, where they purchased the gas pipeline from Dominion Energy. And Warren Buffett's really good at picking out things that happen in the future. I would never bet against him, or in most cases I would not bet against him. And I think he just did this because he knows what the opportunity is out there for semi-trucks and Hillion trucks and just the value that they're able to produce. So, Hillion trucks are cheaper costs on the road than Nikola, Tesla trucks, and the current diesel trucks. And, the accountants of every single company are going to be looking at those numbers and figuring, okay, we should do this. They'll put those numbers to the procurement department. Procurement's going to be buying Hillion trucks. So there's a few dates that are going to be coming up in the next few weeks, and I think the stock will pop on some of these dates. So it's a date, their voting date, when the vote takes place, and the actual merger date. So none of those have been issued out yet, but I would expect most of that to happen in the month of August. Probably the merger occurring in September. It could occur earlier, but I think a lot of people are expecting what's going to happen to this stock, as same with Nikola, where it just goes to the roof. So, if you're a holder, I really hope that does happen to you. I'm personally a holder for this, and I hope that happens. So what I have here is number 4 is SPAQ, SPAQ, and that's the Fisker car. Announced last week, the SPAQ was going to be merging with Fisker. And I love this company. It's literally the world's best car designer you're buying into with this. I have another detailed video on this one, all the cars he designed. But I think the stock might pop as soon as they announce. And he made a comment on Twitter about this, that they'll be going onto the Volkswagen platform, which a lot of cars are going to be going onto, and they're going to have a manufacturing site coming on. So as soon as that information is announced, I think, and there's some more clarity on where they're going to be building these cars, that might send the stock up a little bit. I know it shot up to about I think the low 20s last week before crashing down to $14. And I don't think that announcement's going to happen for a few days, so I would find a good buy-in time if you're interested in this type of stock. And it's also rumored that they're expecting to have 8 cars by 2026, including the Alaska truck and the E-Motion car, which looks amazing. I really expect big things from this company. And I think there's some fear that people are saying, hey, didn't Fisker go out of business back in 2012? And I think my thought for that is they are well ahead of their time. They had their Fisker Karma out before the Model S did. EV cars were difficult to fund. At this point, Tesla was at $25 a share. Now it's $1,500 plus. And I think they were going to learn from their mistakes, and it wasn't really necessarily all their fault. They just didn't have the cash on hand. They had to deal with losing a lot of their inventory to a ship. I think it was a ship crashing because of Hurricane Sandy. But I am in this stock at the right price, and I think there's a few events that are going to be happening and news that might pump up the stock. So look for a good price target. The next stock I want to talk about right now is GRAF. I have a video on this stock right now. I think it's really a great product that they offer, and they're one of the only companies out there. Actually, they're the only company out there that, hey, you can buy into this stock for their particular product that they have. I do think someone's going to buy them out. As of right now, they have an extension to vote on July 29th, so I expect that stock to go up just a little bit after that's announced or after that's complete. I wouldn't expect much volume on this stock in the meantime. If you like the company, wait till what you feel is a good entry point to buy in. But I do think in the long term, this stock will go up. But as of right now, you have some time to buy it. And the last stock, number 6, what I want to talk about is CCX. Now, this is pure speculation at this point, at the time of this video. But they're rumored to be acquired, Topgolf's rumored to be acquired by Churchill Capital Corp, or merge with them. And if you guys have never been to Topgolf is amazing. I personally played in Scottsdale, and they also have one in New Jersey. I'm not really sure how many locations they have. I know they have a lot, but it's basically like a driving range with a restaurant, with a bar, a really good restaurant too. You can sit around, and also there's around the golf where people are playing golf. You can sit and have snacks and beers and everything. But the place is a gold mine. Every single time I've been there, to play golf, it's like a long waiting risk. And while you're waiting, having drinks. You're probably going to the restaurant, and the restaurant food is amazing. It's a little pricey, but you know, I'd really love to hear more about this. And if it does go through, and I read about it, I like what I read. You know, this could be a potential. I do think Top Golf really grabbed onto golf and the driving range, and they made the experience like a bowling alley. You know, people want to go with their friends and such, but it's a lot more cooler than bowling. And I'm really looking forward to hearing more about this. But as of right now, it could be a good spec play. If the warrant prices are right, and if you think the stock price is right, it might be worth getting into it. But just be warned, you know, a lot of these SPACs, when they're announced, they shoot up, people sell off, and then they go down a little bit. So maybe that's how you want to play it. But in the meantime, subscribe. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers on this channel. We're brand new, and that will get us monetized, and that can make our videos a lot better and production a lot better and everything like that. So thanks. But in the meantime, good luck investing this week.